live. Going live. You're live.
Hey guys, for use of you.
For use of you.
We literally was just saying what we're going to say. Anyway, hey guys, for those of you that don't know, we are a large family of 7 moving from Canada to Portugal. We have officially sold our house now, and we have found a rental in Portugal, and we are bringing you guys along for the journey.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks since we've done one of these. The videos slowed down a little bit just because we have not had as many projects to do. We've been over this before, but we just wanted to give you an update. There's been lots of big updates as far as our process of moving from Canada to Portugal. So those of you that are interested in how to do that, this is going to be a video on the updates, finding a rental, the updates for the house, the updates with YouTube, the updates with the process. So if that is something that interests you, watch this video. To everyone who's subscribed, the subscribers just keep coming and coming in. So we're very appreciative of everyone who's following our journey. To those of you who have gave us suggestions, to Linda, thank you very much. Linda, you know who you are. She actually sent us the rental. So we did a video on our rental. Why are you kicking me?
No, I didn't. I just went like that.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, I've done something wrong.
No, I wasn't even kicking you.
To what was I saying? You just distracted me now.
You said thank you to Linda.
Thank you to Linda for sending us that house, and we'll go over that in a minute. But we did do a video on a house that we were looking at. We sent Portuguesea to review a house. We didn't end up going with that house, but we did find an amazing property that we're very excited about, and we've locked it in. So we had an interview yesterday.
The first ever time that we've actually had to have an interview for a rent or anything like that.
For anything, right? I mean, I've had an interview when I worked at the co-op in England when I was like 16.
A work interview, yeah. But like this, like we really wanted them to like us. Like we love the house. We love the pictures of the house. And then like Brett said, we had Portuguesea go and view the house. So thank you so much, Tony, for going and viewing the house for us. We are so grateful for that, for showing us around and just advising us on the whole process,
helping us back and forward. I've been texting him, bugging him loads back and forward.
But anyway, we love the pictures, then we love the video, and we was like, we really would love this house. So we was like really wanting the landlords to like us.
Yeah,
so
it was super
really
stressful because we haven't
yeah.
had an interview for renting. I've had my own business for a long time. The only interview I've had is for co-op, a grocery store in England when I worked there. This was like pretty scary for us.
It was very scary.
We haven't had to do interviews before, so we want really, like Amy said, we really wanted them to like us and to let us live in their house. So obviously we're going to be very respectful. We're very clean, tidy, neat people anyway. But you don't know that when you're looking for someone to live in your home. You want to make sure they're the right people. So we wanted to make sure we came across like the right people. Yeah. So it's pretty stressful.
So it was just.
We have it.
We do have it. Yeah, we have it.
Yeah, we have a rental, which was a very stressful thing. If you're planning on moving to Portugal, you have to have a rental for 12 months. From the time you go to the embassy, you have your appointment for us at the Canadian embassy.
Have the contract has to start when you land in Portugal. So you have to have 12 months for when you land in Portugal. You have to have 12 months rental contract.
That's why a lot of people buy houses before they go there, because then they don't have to worry about that. Or if you have family there, you can get them to sign a thing saying, you have somewhere to live. But for us, we didn't want to commit to buying a house straight away. So it was important for us to find a rental.
We've never been there before.
And it was stressful. So we had Tony looked at 3 different houses for us. Portuguesea, if you haven't subscribed to Portuguesea, I'll put the link in the description down below. Great guy.
And
great
honestly,
content.
That was a big help for us. For someone that isn't in Canada, it's never been. I mean, not in Canada. What is going on with me? Sorry, guys.
It's late. It's 9:20.
I was just trying to put Penelope to sleep, and I was like falling asleep myself. But anyway, for someone that isn't in Portugal and hasn't been to Portugal, it is very, very helpful to have someone there to go and view the properties on your behalf and to
you can trust
the landlord and do that whole process there for you when you physically can't get there.
Yeah.
So it also saves cost of having to go back and forth too, right? So it was definitely
we will do
up and a good experience.
Yeah, and the house is absolutely beautiful. 6 bedrooms, 5-minute walk to a river beach, a really nice river beach. An amazing market there once a month. We don't want to share where it is just because we want some, we don't want to tell everyone where we are, but we will do a video of the house. But it's a beautiful house. It's going to be great for us. We might end up living there for a long time. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
we have to get there first. So
yeah, who knows? But we're very excited because we are 3 weeks out from the embassy. The 20th of June is our embassy meeting.
Yeah.
So that's coming up.
That's another thing that's very, very scary and very nervous. Obviously, it's another interview that we have to go to. That we have to make sure that they have good impressions and know our intentions are good to go to Portugal.
Yeah, but we've ticked all the boxes. We've done everything we needed to do and above and beyond. They want 3 months of bank statements. We're doing 6, or we're trying to do extra for everything,
Yeah.
So our house is, I know we've said we sold a house before, but now we've officially, deposit. We've got deposit and stuff. So there's.
It was sold like tentatively.
We had a contract, but now we have.
They was waiting on their end for things to clear up on their side so that they could give the down payment, which was fine with us. Like, we wasn't in a rush or anything for it, was we?
No.
We just had to have some in our Portuguese bank account for our meeting.
Yep.
But we have the deposit now, so our house is officially sold.
And we're
very
supposed to be
exciting.
moving out on the August 15th. We're going to try and push that. We're going to speak to the people and try and get that extended a little bit.
I'm not sure if they watch our videos. If you do.
Maybe they're watching our video. You're going to get that message tomorrow. But yeah, if that doesn't work out for them, then we'll just be out here on August 15th. We'll have a couple of weeks
somewhere else
in a hotel or doing something.
Because we have also, which we haven't.
We booked our flights.
We have, yeah. That's another thing that you have to do for the appointment, which is in 3 weeks, like Brett just said. So obviously I had to book them. The time's running out and we had to get it done. So
yeah, so we've got the flights booked for when?
Oh, are we sharing that as well?
Yeah, why not? Big updates.
August the 27th.
August 27th, we are flying out. So that's cool. We just booked them yesterday or today or something.
Not yesterday, the day before.
I forget what day
it is. Thursday today, so Tuesday.
Yeah, so that's booked. That has to be done for the thing. What else has to be done? Oh, travel insurance.
Mm-hmm.
We have private medical coverage here in Canada, and that gives us 3 months, but we actually need 4 months when we arrive to Canada to cover us until we have our residency appointment.
Yeah, so with our medical plan, we actually have travel insurance included in it. But when I spoke to them today, they said that it only does 90 days. So we can go to Portugal for 90 days, but then we have to leave and then come back, and then we can have another 90 days. But that won't work with our IMA appointment and stuff like that, will it? I think you have to have at least 4 months for the embassy appointment. You have to have 4 months so that you're in the clear for that IMA. Is it IMA? IMA,
yeah, AIMA, I think, or something.
So I'm going to have to call them again tomorrow and say, can we extend it? Is there any way we can pay like a little bit to extend the medical insurance we already have, like for the travel insurance? Or do we have to just buy a whole new bundle for travel insurance?
Yeah, or maybe get our private health insurance extended for the month. But we need 4 months anyway. So that's where we are with that. Do we need anything else? We've had everything apostilled. So for those of you moving, you get everything, all these documents, and then you have to get them apostilled, which is basically
or
a stamp.
Legalized. Depends where you're coming from and where your documents are from.
Okay.
It's because the UK and Canada and Europe is all part of a Hague. There was
Hague Agreement.
There was some agreement that the countries all agreed to, that they did this seal, this stamp, and that means that they are officially recognized as official documents. So it depends on which country they're coming from.
But we had to have the documents.
For us, yeah.
So we had the document, our marriage certificate, birth certificate, and everything. Ordered new ones in England, sent them to Amy's sister in England. Amy's sister sent them to the place to get apostilled, and then the place sent them back to us for
Also
some
with
of the
our
documents.
police checks. Also
and then here we ordered our
our
police checks in the UK, and then we ordered police checks in Canada because we're in Canada, so we needed Canadian and UK just to be safe. We had to send them to be apostilled, and then now we've had them back, so we have all of those documents. We just need a few easy things like a contract from my
which
company,
I've already done.
which I've already done. I didn't know that, so good job.
Yeah,
And then so that's all the paperwork done. Quite stressful, but just got to let your wife do it, and it's not that stressful. But it was quite a lot of work, wasn't it? Back and forwards. You just got to fill it out. Sure. But if you use a company like Ankalus and
Ankalus has been very helpful along the way. Like we came from England to Canada, so we have gone through this process once before. So we know that there's a lot of paperwork and a lot of back and forth and stuff involved with the whole process. But Ankalus for sure has helped us with questions and just making sure we had the right documents and stuff like that. So
yeah, we'll put a link for those guys below. They're basically immigration lawyers that don't cost a crazy amount. They're just you have a website, it has a step-by-step program that you go through. You get a tax accountant. We had an interview with a tax accountant as well. That's another update. So you just explain your situation financially to them, whether you have a business or not, or whatever your situation is, savings, crypto, whatever your financial situation is, they can tell you the best way to do things. You get just a regular immigration lawyer. You get
like a case manager.
You get access to a case manager, which you can literally message, and they know everything. Yeah. So they're really good. I'll put a link down below. It's not going to be an affiliate. I've sent like 3 or 4 people to these guys now, so I need like an affiliate link, honestly. But it's not an affiliate link, but there'll be a link down below, and maybe it will turn into an affiliate link when I get one. But they are very good. We haven't had any. The only bad.
It's good to just do
help people. Yeah, the only bad thing so far is that they started charging us $99 a month.
Well,
which I'm sure that was like part. We knew there was a $99 a month because you pay like $2,000 up front,
and then there's a monthly.
Yeah, but I thought it was after 6 months. We just see in the bank the $99. So we'll look into that. Maybe they've done it wrong.
So I didn't read that.
And it's probably me that's wrong. But anyway, it's I think it was $1,800 for like the top package.
Canadian.
There's 3 different packages.
Canadian or euros? What
Euros. It was €1,800 for their top like premium package where you get extra stuff, which we did. And then after a certain amount of time, they start paying you $99 a month. So because you can literally message them as many times as you want, I guess they just want to get you through the process or get you out. They don't want people joining and then just eating up loads of their time. So we're almost at the end of the process now, and we just got the first $99 payment. So it's a really good deal anyway, because it was $5,000 to $10,000 for us to use an immigration company because we have 5 children. So I highly recommend Ankalus. And yeah, once we've done the whole process and we're there, we'll do a complete review of those guys. But
also they help you on the other end, like they're going to help us with the IMA and all the other stuff, and that once we're there. So yeah,
because we have to get there, and once we're there 90 days, we then have to sue the government. I guess that's what they call it. Sounds bad, but it's apparently not. But you know, if you're there for 90 days, everything's so backed up so far that once you've been there for 90 days, you can then sue them, and they'll sort of get you a meeting a lot sooner. So yeah,
and that's another thing that our landlords were kind of I wouldn't say impressed, but like what word would you say?
Surprised
that we knew as much as we did
about
how organized and about everything that we need to do and what we need to have to move there.
Yeah, they were English and they moved before Brexit. So if we'd have done this before Brexit, which we couldn't have done at that time, but they obviously could just drive in and they're fine. So for us, we have to go through the whole visa process.
And that's what a lot of the people that we've watched their channels and stuff, like a lot of them did go there before all of this.
Yeah, so it's a lot harder for us, but it's not that hard. I mean, there's a lot of step-by-steps, but a company like Ankalus, highly recommend them. You could do it yourself, but just a lot of the stuff they've said has been like extra. Just make sure you have this and this, just because they've seen this happen, or you know, there's things that you wouldn't do yourself if you were trying to do the process yourself. You'd maybe miss it, or you'd go. We have heard of people going to the meetings and then not having the right funds, or
something
silly. The check is for the wrong amount, and then just a nightmare. These you submit all of your stuff and they'll say this doesn't work, you need to have this done, or make sure you take this letter, make sure you have 6 months instead of 3 months, just in case they want to see more. Like, just takes the stress out of it, doesn't it? So highly recommend them.
Yeah, I would. That's why we're using them. I would rather have someone tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bank account.
That's good.
So we also have our Portuguese bank account. That was, I think we updated in the last live 3 weeks ago. We did a live and that was the update. But now we have it funded. We have our money because you have to have a certain amount of money, like certain amount in the bank to cover your the people in your family.
You have
it
to
might
have,
just be you, but there's a certain amount you have to have. So
to
we have
say that you can support yourself.
Yeah, you have to.
Year.
Yeah, you have to have like the minimum salary times 4 for the first person, and then 50% of that for the second person, and then 30% of that for all your dependents in savings and times 12. And then, so that's all done, ready to go. We're just slowly loading it up because we're using Wise to transfer the money because there's low fees. So if you're doing that, if you're transferring money from Canada,
anywhere you can use Wise anywhere. It's worldwide.
Yeah, to transfer. It's a currency conversion app, isn't it? Wise. So yeah, they've worked really well so far.
Yeah. So far we've had good experience with it.
Yeah, so that's a good app to use if you're transferring money. And what's the other one
The other one is Currencies Direct, but I haven't had a good experience with that because just because of the banking we have here in Canada. We have like a virtual bank. We don't actually have a bank that we can go to a physical location. It's Tangerine. So for us, Currencies Direct doesn't accept me to do an e-transfer or
not as easy as Wise, is it? Wise is the way to go, and it's actually pretty. I think it costs us $40 for 10,000. You said so for every 10,000 euros, $40.
Yeah,
which is quite good. Any other updates have we got going on here? We've done our photos.
Our pictures taken because you have to have 2 pictures for every member that is applying for a visa. So we all just went and had our pictures taken because that was another step I had to get ticked off of all the things, of all the different steps we have to do. So we just went and had that done.
Penelope was not looking at the camera. So when we went to go and pick up the developed photos, they said, sorry, you got to come back and do them again. So she was like, there was little seats that we were sitting on so the white screen is behind you. And then they got a big seat out for her to sit on. She didn't want to sit on the big seat. So she was screaming and crying. And then we finally got her in there and she wouldn't look at the camera. She was being all sassy. So.
And then Layla had to have hers retaken because apparently she had too much lip gloss on.
Yeah, so that was fun. Family of 7 getting visa photographs. But we all have them, but Penny has to get new ones.
I'll just go with her tomorrow.
So, yeah. So that's that. And then the visa paperwork is done. Ready for our June 20th interview in Vancouver.
Which is a little bit nervous. But...
Anyone have any questions or comments, or where are you from? I see there's 5 people watching at the minute. We always do these most of our viewers are Portuguese. I think like 70 or 80% of our viewers are Portuguese, and we do these like 8 p.m. our time. So it's like 3-4 o'clock in the morning in Portugal. So the worst time to do a live, but we always do get a few Portuguese on here, which is nice.
Your mum and dad might be watching, but they watch on the telly too, so they can't comment. So if they are, hello.
Hey, mum and dad. And what's their channel called?
Who?
Bits, Bytes, and...
Mum and dad? I have no idea.
Bits, Bytes, and... Bits, Bytes, and something. I'll put it in the description so you can go and subscribe to their channel. I think that's it, guys, for updates. We've got the rental. We've got everything sorted. We're ready to move.
Well, we do still have a big stress that I'm worrying about and stuff.
We have 2 stresses.
What? What's
vehicle.
What?
We don't know what to do with the vehicle. We're either going to
do with our vehicle here.
Oh, and that we have to sell our vehicle, which I hate selling. I hate selling stuff.
I'm just going to go to somewhere like what's that place by Costco?
We buy cars for half.
Yeah.
Daniel,
oh, wow.
I think you've been on here before, have you, Daniel?
Portuguese living in Australia. I think so, because we've said about bugs before, and then they said there wasn't that bad of bugs.
We almost moved to Australia. We have family in Australia, lots of family in Australia. And when we left, we were.
What is the time now in Australia?
Don't know. It's completely different, isn't it?
Obviously, it's
probably
completely
more.
different. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know, but it's like opposite. I think opposite to here. It's winter.
You mean to tell me
it'll be winter there, won't it?
It's not 9:30. Why is it not 9:30?
It'll be like 9:30 a.m. probably, and it's the winter there. We're going into the winter shortly.
Is it, Daniel?
1:36 p.m. There you go. Lunchtime. Perfect. We caught the Australian crowd. Thanks for joining anyway, Daniel. What were we just talking about?
Our stresses.
Our stresses.
I said that we still had.
That
we still had one.
We don't know what to do with the vehicle when we get to Portugal because.
How to get a vehicle.
We did have this big idea that we were going to go to England, buy a vehicle there, and then drive over because we have family in the car business in England. But then we heard like all these crazy import things, so it's not going to be worth doing it. So we're probably going to buy a second-hand vehicle in Portugal, like a couple of years old in Portugal, and then which we know is expensive, but they last longer, they hold their value. So we're not going to buy a brand new vehicle.
And some people that we've spoken to that are in Portugal, they've said that running a car in Portugal is a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
they said initially buying the car might be a little bit more money.
Yeah,
but they've said that running the car is cheaper.
Yeah. And but when we first get there, we're going to have to probably rent a sort of passenger van or something, aren't we, at the airport, which we've looked at is about €1,200 for a month. So that's probably what we're going to do as soon as we arrive. We're going to do our moving around, buy a vehicle, and then that's sort of the plan so far. If you got any suggestions or ideas for a family of 7 to keep the cost down, we're cheap, so we don't want to spend loads of money. But we also want a reliable vehicle.
So another thing is obviously we have to sell our car here, and we can't really sell that till like the last minute. So what I was going to do is I was going to say to you that I should go to Auto Trader. That's the one I was trying to say, by Costco, and just say like, would
Go Auto?
Is it not Auto Trader? Is that the one in England? Auto Trader.
No, there's Auto Trader everywhere, but I think you're on about Go Auto.
Oh, okay. Go to there. When I was 12, I left Portugal.
Do you plan on going back, Daniel? Where a lot of the Portuguese we met. I mean, there was a lot of Portuguese in England where we grew up in the town, tiny little town. There was a lot of Portuguese people there, and they always spoke of going back eventually. Like their plan was to make a load of money in England and then end up going back. And we even know people that have gone back. So is that the plan? Or because I know Australia is very expensive as well. I've got buddies in Australia. We've got family in Australia. Australia is very similar to here. Like you can make really good money, but it's very expensive.
Cost of living is expensive.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're out in the middle of nowhere. But then if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you can't really make a load of money unless you're working in. I know they've got like mines and stuff there as well. Like here we have oil. That people can live in the middle of nowhere and then fly up to the oil patch and make a load of money.
We have friends that did that too, don't we?
Yeah, we have friends that live in Mexico that work up north in Canada, and he just flies in and out. So that's a special kind of lifestyle, though, isn't it?
Anyway,
sorry.
Back to the stresses.
Yeah,
I was going to go to Auto Trader and say to them, "Will they buy our car? Do they want to buy our car?" And then just say, like, "Can I say, do you want to buy our car on this date?" And then I bring it in on that day. Do you think they'll do that? I don't know.
Probably not.
Why?
I don't know.
And then another stress for me is the shipping.
Yeah. So if you think we should just leave all of our stuff here, which I do, because it's like $11,000 to send our stuff to Portugal, which when I say stuff, I mean like a few boxes of things, like clothes, stuff like that, stuff you can just buy there.
Yeah, but it's not, is it? It's not just buying clothes again. Like when you have acquired a collection of things.
It's a fresh start, hun. But anyway, we need to decide what we're doing there because it's $11,000 to send like 10, 20 boxes, and I can't see the.
You don't see.
I don't see the point in doing it. But because we can literally buy all the stuff there brand new for cheaper, Well, not
but that's maybe because you don't have things that you want to send. me and the children have like sentimental things and things like that we want to send. So. And another thing is we was going to send it to my sister and then go on a road trip and go and pick it up from my sister and then bring it in to Portugal. So another thing that we're undecided to what to do, but that's just another joy of moving across the world, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we won't drag this out for too much longer. That's all the updates. Some big updates there, but next one we'll probably do some lives around the time when we go.
I don't know if you covered as well that we're hoping to do some little renovations around the house for the new buyers. We're just waiting for them.
Well, yeah, I said they asked because I'm a plumber.
So there might be some videos.
They want a bathroom up here, and they want the bath turned into a shower room here. So that might be a renovation video we do. They want to put a kitchen up here as well on the top floor, like a bar sink. So that might be a project we do a video for. And they want to put a kitchen in the basement. Again, we'll have to run some plumbing to that. So that might be a video we do. We're also going to do a video for sure on the cost of everything, what it's cost, because it's actually cost quite a lot of money. You know, when you think, oh, I'm just going to get a visa and move to Portugal, like you don't think how much it's going to be. Well, we didn't think it'd be anything what we spent, did we?
Well, we knew it was going to cost money because obviously when we came to Canada, it cost us money to come here. Right?
But it's just like everything's like $150 to send this letter. Then they send it back, and then it costs another $150. And then you send this here, and it's $200. And then they send it back, and you have to send it again, $200. Like it's just adding up.
The thing is as well, like it wouldn't be as expensive if there was just one person.
No, but we're going to do a video.
Because we are such a large family.
Yeah, we're going to break down all of the costs, all of the expenses, what we spent on immigration lawyers, what we spent on sending people out to review properties. You know, we've had 3 properties reviewed. The immigration.
To add that, but that's a good thing. That's a cost that it's cost us, right?
Yeah, like every little cost, every little expense, we're going to put it down, and then we'll do a video on, you know, the things you don't expect, because it's not just straightforward. We can talk about the cost to ship stuff. We've got loads of quotes for that. Yeah, all of those little things we're going to break down and put in a video. I think that'll be quite valuable for people. But other than that, lots more projects, lots more stuff coming. When we get to Portugal, we'll be doing videos on visiting different areas, and the town we're going to be in is beautiful, amazing, loads of stuff, loads of videos to make there. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, guys. We really appreciate it. If you have any questions in the comments or in the chat here, if you're watching this, and we'll get back to every single person who comments. Like, subscribe, share the video, and anything else.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We really appreciate it. Hi from South Africa. A friend of ours moved to Melbourne, Australia. He said not to move your stuff. Expenses overrated. After all, it's not expensive in Portugal, just your private. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I think.
The thing is as well, like we're not sending no furniture. We're not sending anything like that. There's no point in bringing anything like that. Like we have no household goods that we're bringing. It's just sentimental, personal things that me and the kids want to bring. So
They said don't bring nothing.
No, they didn't. They said they just said
it is expensive.
I think they mean just bring personal stuff.
No,
that's what they mean. They said just nothing. Your private maybe. So that means just your personal stuff.
Yeah. The people that buying a house are from South Africa, actually.
From our house.
Yeah, people buying this house are from South Africa.
Yes.
And they have some friends that are South African that are moving to Portugal and buying and doing up houses in Portugal. So awesome. Well, guys, we're going to get off here. Thank you very much for watching. And subscribe and follow along for more of the journey of moving a family of 7 to Canada. No, we're not moving to Canada.
From Canada.
We're moving from Canada.
We've moved to Canada.
We're
leaving Canada.
Now we're leaving. It's actually 30-something degrees here today. Last few days.
It's actually hot today.
It's been boiling. It's been like over 30.
And we just had a crazy warning. What was the warning?
We had severe weather warnings. Get in your basement because it's a bit windy. They did. They said it was going to be windy.
It's going to be windy. Where is it? Oh, my mum just messaged me watching.
Hi. Oh.
I was going to see if I can show the warning, because you don't get warnings like this in England or anything, do you?
You might do now.
No, because
I say to
Sophie.
Yeah.
I say to Sophie, and she says, "Oh my goodness, that's so crazy." I don't know if you can see the camera and the light.
See your dirty phone. What's it say? Environment Canada. Destructive winds. Take immediate cover in a basement or interior room if weather threat approaches. Shelter from flying debris if outside. Severe thunderstorm warning.
That is one of the things I actually love about Canada.
Yeah, the
thunderstorms.
thunderstorms.
No, not the thunderstorms. That you get warnings like this. Yeah. Like if there's a forest fire or if there's anything, like you get it on your phone, don't you?
Yeah.
And another thing that I love is that they do the Amber Alert. I don't know where else in the world that does that.
Yeah, they should do it everywhere.
Really
if
safe.
a child gets taken or goes missing, everyone gets.
I don't know why they don't do that worldwide.
I'm sure they do. They must do now.
I never knew.
Let us know if they do that where you're from. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this up because we're just waffling on now. You have a fantastic night, and
don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao. Obrigado.